Hello and welcome back to After Years. We'll be continuing where we left off, which, if you recall, is after the first day where the protagonist spent the day with Angus and Kegar. I'm pretty sure I'm still pronouncing his name wrong, but oh well. But yeah. And then towards the end, he saw his friend, the Panther dude, whose name again escapes me, and they were taking pictures. So yeah. So, well, without further ado, let's see what happens in the second day. Or I guess it would be like the official start of their vacation. Blinded by the sunlight filtering through the trees into the room, I get up from the bed and look out the window. It's really sunny outside, not a cloud in the sky. I stretch a bit and grab my phone to check the time. It's already past 10 o'clock. Looks like I have an unread text message. We're going to the beach. You two coming? Rowley wrote to me over an hour ago. I guess both of them already left. I honestly didn't expect them to get up so early. I really want to go back to sleep for 5 or 10 more minutes, but at the same time, I'm too excited to meet them at the beach. It's been ages since the last time I swam in the ocean. The camera? Oh, right, I almost forgot he lent it to me yesterday. I laugh under my breath as I put my phone back on the bedside table. It's time to get ready for a brand new day. Half asleep, I walk to the bathroom. I brush my teeth and put on my swimming trunks. When I get back to the room, Kegar was already out of bed. Morning. Hit by a truck is probably the most accurate way to describe Kegar at the moment. His mane spreads out in every possible direction, while his rolled-up sleeveless shirt exposes his round belly. Seeing him in such a state is almost too funny. Are you feeling alright? Yeah, I just can't find my slippers. The black ones with the green stripes? Yes. Where did you see them? You have them on your feet. Kegar looks down, his eyes widen. Okay, I need coffee. Me too. I'm still a little dazed. I wonder what's for breakfast. Bro, seriously? You just woke up and you're already thinking about food? Is it really that weird? I'm always hungry in the morning. Sometimes it seems to me that you're hungry 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you're talking about waffles, then yes, I am. The both of us share a good laugh. If there is something I love about this guy, it's that he doesn't take things too personally. As Kegar walks to the bathroom, I start to pack the rest of my beach equipment. 10 minutes later, both of us head downstairs to the restaurant at the ground floor. A big mug of black coffee immediately puts me back on my feet. As soon as we get to the beach, I hear Rowley calling us from the distance. I wave back to him and start to walk in his direction. Even though it's still pretty early, the sand is already strongly heated by the scorching sun. Walking barefoot on it would probably be pretty painful. You guys finally made it. Rowley is lying down on a huge square blanket, reading something on his phone. Seeing as he's busy, I take the opportunity to take a closer look at his bare body. His broad shoulders and wide chest look very impressive, but what really draws my attention are his huge arms. I wouldn't be exaggerating if I said his biceps are the size of my head. What's wrong, Welkin? It's nothing. Feel free to sit next to me. There's enough space for the two of us. Sounds good. I put down my backpack and start to undress. What are you reading? I peek at the screen of his phone, but it's too sunny to see anything from my point of view. I was about to check out some sports news, but I can't get stable internet connection here. I was never really interested in any kind of sports, so I have no idea how to expand on the topic. What sports are you interested in, Rowley? Volleyball. I totally forgot about the game yesterday. Oh, I actually watched it on TV. Really? What was the result? The Lion not only gave a pretty precise account of the match, but also shared his opinion about serves and failures of both teams. As the conversation between them warms up, with every passing minute, I start to feel more and more like an outsider. Nevertheless, I'm glad that they found some common ground so quickly. Gah! A stream of icy water runs down my back. I turn around in confusion and see Angus standing with a water bottle, laughing out loud at me. If only you could see your face right now. That wasn't very pleasant, Angus. I give him a sharp look. Oh, tell me what is, and I might make it up to you. Angus smiles from ear to ear. He seems to be in an extremely good mood today. Anyway, just how long are you three just gonna sit there doing nothing? Move your asses already, let's go swimming! I nod and get up from the blanket. Rowley does the same. I still need to apply sunscreen. It'll take a while, so go ahead without me. Oh, I can help you with that if you like. It's okay, I'll do it. Angus snatches the bottle of sunblock from Kegar's hand before he manages to finish his sentence. Undress! It's an order! The Lion clumsily takes off his green t-shirt and turns around. His face is turning all red. Angus vigorously presses the bottle and a huge stream of white cream falls down on Kegar's bare shoulders. With a lot of care, he slowly spreads the lotion all over the Lion's back. Don't be so tense, relax! Even though Kegar is my good friend, I would probably be too embarrassed to help him apply sunblock like this in public. Good thing that at least Angus is open-minded enough about stuff like this. Done. Thanks a lot, Angus. At your service. He grins cunningly, then sprays a bit more lotion on his hand and turns around to Rowley. Okay then, Rowley, you're next. Do you want me to put some cream on your skin too? What skin? As Rowley looks confused as the wolf, I start to laugh out loud. Suddenly, Rowley's eyes widen. In your dreams. The panther scrunches up his nose in disgust. How about you, Alex? Angus looks at me rapidly, moving his eyebrows up and down. I got flustered for a second, but then I come up with a comeback. Sure, but that amount of lotion won't be enough. Angus's ears twitch. Lies, I've seen how big you are down there. As Angus raises his voice, all the people around us start looking in our direction. Keep your voice down, you idiot. Sorry. The wolf scratches the back of his head and looks away. Well, if there's a good time to go swimming, it's now. I slowly walk towards the sea. The waves are carelessly dribbling onto the sand. As I dip my feet into the cold water, a swarm of tiny fish immediately gather around me. There's so many of them. The water sure is cold. Yeah, I was hoping it would be much warmer, especially since it's so sunny today. Rowley quickly walks past me, but he stops as soon as the surface of the water is level with his crotch. He hisses quietly, then moves back a few steps. Hey Welks, watch this! The moment Rowley bends over and starts to splash water over his body, Angus takes a running start and jumps on his back. His timing is nearly perfect. What the? The wolf embraces him in a tight hug with both arms and legs. They look like they're glued to each other. Onward, my faithful steed, to the waffle booth and fro! Is he seriously expecting that Rowley will give him a piggyback ride? Get off of me, now! With one effortless swing, Rowley lifts and throws the wolf on his back. The water splashes greatly as Angus is submerged. Worst steed ever! Ha, if you were in my place just then, you wouldn't have been able to lift me at all. What? I can do it, no sweat. Yeah, I can't wait to see you breaking in half under my weight. Then maybe it's time to lose some, fat ass. Bite me. You wish. As Rowley rolls his eyes, Angus puts his arms on his waist and looks at him, fully confident. I'm capable of giving you a piggyback ride to the booth, no problem. Wanna bet? I do. Great. If I win, you'll have to treat us to some booze. And if you lose? Think of something. 2 years later? Shut it and turn around. Oh, I like where this is going. Stop making it even more awkward. Angus smirks and then turns his back to Rowley. The panther puts his arms around the wolf's shoulders. I'm gonna jump on your back the same way you did. Alright, I'm ready. 1, 2, 3. Rowley vigorously hops on the wolf's back. Ugh, you're way heavier than I thought. Somehow he manages to keep his balance. Hey, don't grab my butt! Charge! Angus starts to jog, but after taking a few steps, he loses his balance, sending both Rowley and himself crashing face first into the water. A little worried, I swim a bit closer to check out if both of them are alright. Well, I might have lost free booze, but I'm not going back to the hotel empty-handed. He smiles devilishly and waves it to me with a piece of blue cloth. I look closely. Yep, there's no doubt about it. Those are Rowley's swimming briefs. Get back here, you idiot! Rowley looks seriously pissed. Whoa, Welks, catch! The wolfly rolled up the swimwear and threw it with all his might. I blindly reach out my arms. The briefs fly a great distance, high in the air, and... Suddenly, everything goes dark. As I take them off my head, I see Rowley storming right at me. Quickly, throw them back to me! Don't you dare! Despite the heat of the scorching sun, I find myself frozen as I see the huge, pissed-off, naked panther running in my direction. Before I manage to do anything, Rowley reaches out his big arms and brutally tackles me. Welkin! Can you hear me? Welkin! Suddenly, I see Rowley's face right next to mine. His red eyes are gazing at me, terrified. Hey, are you alright? I open my mouth, but no words come out. Everything feels so surreal. Perhaps this is just a dream? I slowly raise my hand and gently put it on his chest. His fur is so short I can clearly feel the warmth of his body under my palms. And his heart. It beats like crazy. Should I really be able to feel things like this in a dream? Welkin? Our eyes meet again and I finally come to my senses. I'm okay. Sorry, I just blanked out for a moment. As I smile to him gently, Rowley immediately breaks eye contact and moves away a little. I stand up, a bit dazed. It takes me a while to realize that I'm still holding Rowley's briefs in the other hand. Here. A bit flustered, I reach out my hand, trying not to look down. Rowley timidly grabs his swimwear. Congratulations, you dimwit. You almost drowned, Welks. Again. Rowley doesn't even bother to answer the provocation. He awkwardly puts on his briefs in crouching position and then starts walking back to the beach. Hey, Rowley? Come on, man. Can't you just take a joke? A heavy silence falls. Are you gonna apologize to him? What? Hell no! He's the one that got carried away, not me. It wouldn't have happened if you didn't mess with him in the first place. Like it's my fault he always gets mad over nothing. Hey, that was a pretty nasty prank, even for your standards. And besides, I don't think you would be thrilled to be in his place. Angus's ears completely flatten. Well, you have a point. Angus always liked to tease Rowley, but his jokes used to be more innocent. It seems like this time he crossed the line. I just hope that things won't get awkward between them. By the way, where's Kegar? I look around, but the lion is nowhere to be found. Did he say something about going off? I don't recall. He was right behind me when we were getting into the sea. Weird. It's like he just vanished into thin air. Knowing him, he probably went to go grab a bite. Say, is it okay if I look for him and you tag with Rowley for a bit? Are you really worried about Kegar that much? Or maybe you're just doing it to avoid talking with Rowley? Both? Ugh. Alright, I'll keep Rowley company. A brief moment later, I catch up with Rowley. The panther is laying down on a blanket under a huge umbrella. I kneel down next to him and take out a can of cola from my backpack. Do you want some? No thanks. He gives me a bit of a sour look, then turns around, burying his head between his folded arms. It's not hard to tell that he's still angry about what just happened. I take a few sips of my drink and lay down the same way as him. Man, it's so hot today. I never would have thought that we'd have such a nice weather at this time of the year. Rowley murmured in agreement, but didn't bother to expand on the topic. An awkward silence kicks in between us. As I gather my thoughts, I raise up my head and look around the shore. Then my eyes lock onto a cute girl sitting nearby on a lawn chair. She has a shoulder-length chestnut hair and wears a pair of oval-shaped glasses balanced on her tiny nose. While she may not be the prettiest girl at the beach, her elongated straw hat and white tie beach skirt makes her really stand out from the crowd. It feels like there's some kind of an irresistible air of mystery around her. I prod the panther with my elbow. Do you see that girl over there? You mean the one wearing a straw hat? I nod in agreement. She's kind of cute, but not exactly my type. Ah, too bad. She's been watching you for some time now. Really? Yeah, it seems like you caught her eye. As Rowley laughs under his breath, the girl immediately glances in our direction. See? I whisper to him. What makes you think that it's me and not you who attracted her attention? Oh, come on now. My physique is nothing compared to yours. That doesn't mean that you aren't easy on the eyes. Did Rowley just compliment me? Psst, you're one to talk. Oh? His pure red eyes are piercing through mine and I can feel the blood rushing to my cheeks. Well, you've changed tremendously over the past 6 years, and to be honest, I really like your new look. I'm actually very curious to know the reason why you started working out. A wide smile stretches on Rowley's face. I started working out because my job requires some heavy lifting. I have to keep myself in good physical condition, so I hit the gym regularly. He seems to be very proud of his new lifestyle. I decide to keep the conversation going. How often do you work out? 3 days a week, with each workout lasting around 1.5 hours. Whoa, that's a lot. No wonder you look so great. Going to the gym alone won't help you get in better shape. If you're going to bulk up and lose fat, you'll also need a goal-specific meal plan to get results. Seeing me listen eagerly, Rowley elaborates further on how to follow a balanced diet. 12 minutes later. Wait, 6 times? Yes, eating multiple small meals helps you keep your blood sugar levels under control. If you start your day off with breakfast and then continue eating every 3 to 4 hours, you'll not only provide your body and brain with steady stream of nutrients, but also keep your hunger at bay. Well, that sounds pretty reasonable. It's also very important to stay hydrated. Not a problem. I take another sip of my cola. Nay, you must avoid sugar-laden drinks at all costs. But those are the best. Unfortunately, soft drinks are a prime source of extra calories that can contribute to weight gain and provide no nutritional benefit. What am I supposed to drink then? Water. While there are many benefits of drinking water, the most important is the fact that it helps flush out toxins from your body and increase the rate at which the body burns fat. Just as Angus said, Rowley's knowledge about healthy lifestyle goes well beyond any ordinary person. This is the first time that I've seen him so devoted to a cause. You sure know a lot about this, Rowley. Something tells me that you would be a great trainer. I don't think it's a job for me. But you're so passionate about it. Wouldn't it be great to get paid for doing what you love? Rowley's expression falters. That would be great indeed, but you know me, Welkin. My personality doesn't match with that job. I'm impatient and easily irritated. Even small things make me angry, just like today. A troubled look crosses his face. Sorry about what happened. I wasn't thinking straight. Don't worry, it happens to me all the time. I laugh out loud, but Rowley doesn't seem to get the joke. Are you sure you're okay? You took a pretty serious hit back there. Hey, I might be shorty, but I'm tougher than I look. As I grin to him cheerfully, his expression softens a little. Well, I would feel better if I could at least make it up to you somehow. A light bulb immediately goes off in my head. Then, perhaps you would like to be my personal trainer for this week? Are you serious right now? Of course, I would love to know more about living a healthy lifestyle. And besides, it would be a great opportunity to spend some time together. Just the two of us? You don't like that idea? Rowley lightly shakes his head. On the contrary, I'll be happy to give you more advice. So, we have a deal? Yeah, it's a deal. Great, I'm looking forward to it. Same. Later that day. So, this is the place that you've been talking about, Angus? Yep, this is it. Whoa, there are so many people here. Yeah, this place is packed. Should we go somewhere else? Nah, it's fine. Go ahead and sit at the table over there. I'll bring the booze. Just a glass of water for me. Nonsense. You won the bet today at the beach, remember? I'm going to treat all of you. It's okay, Gus. You don't have to. I insist. Tonight we're going to party hard. Oh wow, Angus sure is pumped up tonight. And yet somehow I have a bad feeling about this. Huh? Why? Do you think he might be planning another prank? He better not. I swear, I'm gonna punch his stupid face if he tries to pull another stunt like that. Rowley is scary. It looks like he's still pissed at Angus. Why? Did something happen? It's a long story. I'll tell you about it some other time. Come on, let's go after him. All right behind you. As soon as we sit down, Angus emerges from the crowd, carrying a tray full of shots. Sorry to keep you waiting. What did you get us? I think it's called Kamikaze. It's a vodka with a mix of lime juice and what is it? A triple sec. Yeah, that's it. How did you know? Well, Kamikaze is a pretty famous drink, and it comes in many varieties. You can find it in most bars, although it's usually served as a cocktail instead of individual shots. Interesting. Shall we taste it then? The four of us raise our glasses in unison. For our reunion, cheers! I down the shot and put down the empty glass. I feel like my throat is burning, but at the same time, the refreshing aftertaste of lime starts to kick in, slowly soothing the bitterness of the alcohol. What's with that face, Rowley? Was it too strong for you? Nay, it's not about the booze. Then, it's this place. Angus is gazing at Rowley with a puzzled frown. I, on the other hand, already know what's on Rowley's mind. Didn't you notice that there's only dudes here? Now that you mention it. And the bar is called the Rainbow Shell? Does that mean you took us to a gay bar, you idiot? Angus throws his hands up in the air. I honestly had no idea. Bullshit. You did this on purpose, didn't you? No, I swear. His tone was a little shaky. Their reaction seems to be genuine. Why is this such a big deal anyway? Rowley smacks his forehead, then looks at me irritated. I shrug. I'm not sure how I feel about sitting in here. Why? What are you afraid of? I'm not afraid of anything. It's just, I don't feel comfortable about all of this. Well, there must be a reason for it. No? Rowley crosses his arms and sighs out loudly. Tell me, how would you feel if some guy started to flirt with you? I would be flattered, I guess. You can't be serious. I am serious. There's no harm in being sweet-talked by another guy. Well, sorry, but I don't feel the same way. It's alright, don't worry too much about it. If some guy tries to hit on you, just say that you're already taken. Actually, I could pretend to be your boyfriend if that will make you feel better. Rowley's cheeks turn red. Just shut up already. Well, it was worth a shot. As the wolf starts to swing back and forth in the chair, grinning, Rowley looks away, trying to cover his face in embarrassment. It's not hard to imagine them as a couple, but still, it's a rather bizarre thought. Angus already gave some hints that he might be into guys. His constant jokes feel like a way to test the waters, not to mention this whole gay bar situation. But Rowley? No, I don't think that could be true. He does blush an awful lot though. Maybe he's just playing hard to get? I need a drink. Yeah, it's about time for another. Cheers! Even though our evening escapade began with a rather awkward situation, after each shot of vodka, the atmosphere becomes more and more lighthearted. The time passes quickly, and before we know it, it's already midnight. Feeling the alcohol get to me fast, I decide to get up from the table and chill out at the beach. Holding my balance, however, proves to be more difficult than I anticipated, so I stop halfway and lean against the wooden fence. Hearing footsteps, I glance behind me and, to my surprise, see Rowley. Hey, not feeling well? Huh? Oh, no, I'm fine. My head is spinning a lot, so I thought I would take a little break, that's all. Ah, that's good then. The panther gives me a soft pat on the back and leans against the fence next to me. Amazing. The sky is so clear tonight. You can see so many stars. Hmm? Oh, you're right. There must be at least a few hundred of them. Maybe even thousands. I don't even remember the last time I saw so many. Living in the city, I don't get a chance to see such an amazing spectacle of shimmering lights. I would call it beautiful or majestic, but even that wouldn't do it justice. I guess it's one of those things you can't really describe or capture its full beauty in a photo. I glance back at Rowley, but he seems to be completely lost in thought. The silence continues, but it's not in any way awkward. I close my eyes and listen to the gentle waves crashing on the shore as the cool breeze touches my cheeks. It's a weird moment of tranquility, something that doesn't happen to me often. I take this chance to clear my mind and relax. Sleepy? No, not really. I'm just gathering energy for the rest of the night. You shouldn't force yourself to stay up so late. Nah, it's fine. I'm used to it because of my work schedule. I see. And how are you holding up, Rowley? Is everything cool? The panther wrinkles his muzzle in response. To be frank, I've never been fond of places like this. It's way too loud here for me. Oh, I meant it like, how are you doing in general? We haven't had a good chance to catch up yet. Well, I'm doing fine, I guess. Same as always. Really? Because to me, you actually don't seem to be your usual self. For a moment, it seems like Rowley is searching for the right words, but after a long pause, he just shrugs. Then he gets up from the railing and starts to walk down the wooden stairs. Hey, you're not leaving, are you? He turns around and gives me a forced smile. Sorry, I don't feel like sitting here. Then let's go somewhere else. Nah, you guys have fun. I'll see you all tomorrow. Don't get too drunk, okay? And if you somehow get up from bed early, text me. We could see about that workout I promised. Sounds good. How early though? 7. That's gonna be tough. Fine, 8 o'clock then, but if you don't show up on time, I'm leaving without you. Got it? Without waiting for me to reply, Rowley waved and started to walk back to the hotel through the moonlit beach. I can't help but feel a little sad having him head all the way back there alone again. Maybe I should go with him to keep him company for a bit longer? Then again, the other two are probably waiting for me. It would be rude to leave them like that without any notice. I'll give Rowley some space. He doesn't seem to be in the mood to chat, so I would probably end up annoying him anyway. Besides, we already agreed to meet tomorrow. I just need to make sure to set the alarm on my phone. For now, though, it's high time for me to get back to the bar. Kegar and Angus are probably worried. I shouldn't keep them waiting any longer. Oh, there you are. Hey, sorry to keep you waiting, Angus. It's fine, don't worry about it. Say, did you meet Rowley down there by any chance? I did, but he wasn't very talkative. He looked seriously dejected. I guess he's still mad at me for today, no? Honestly, I don't think that's the case. It seems to be more of a personal problem. Ah, I see. Care to enlighten me a bit about what actually happened between him and his girlfriend? Sorry, I don't know any details. He never shares his stories with me. But fear not, I have this sinister plan to get him drunk so hard that he'll spill all the beans. Good luck then. He already went back to the hotel. What? Blasted! He must have seen right through me. So, what now? Got something else up your sleeve? Unfortunately, there's no plan B at the moment. Tch, lame. Oh, well, I guess I will have to get you drunk instead. Angus crosses his arms and gives me an eyebrow flash. We'll see about that. I bet that you'll be the first one to pass out. I grin back at him. Heh, you know, it's actually cute when you're so confident at first, but then always fail miserably. Taken aback, I send him a death glare. Angus replies with a smug look. Alright then, I'm gonna get us some more booze. Do you want something in particular? No, not really. I'm leaving it all up to you. Okie dokie, I'll be back in a minute. Let's meet at the table. Cool, see you soon. You're awfully quiet, Kegar. Is something wrong? No, it's fine. Hey, would you mind telling me about yourself a little bit? I'm curious to know how old you are. How old do I look? I would say 25, maybe. Really? That's too high. Care to guess again? Hmm. How about 22? Very close. 21. Wow, seriously? You sure look older. It must be because of your beard. Yeah, well, you're not the first person to say that. To be honest, I was actually thinking of trimming it, but Welkin convinced me to keep it as is. I agree with him 100%. You look really good with it, and I can tell that you take good care of it. Thank you, Angus. A bit embarrassed, Kegar folded his hands behind his head and smiled softly. It seems that it was a great compliment for him. Do you have any hobbies or interests? Not really. I usually spend my free time playing video games or reading comic books. What about baking? I wouldn't really count it as a hobby, it's just a thing I like to do with my dad. Shame, because you're really good at it. Your cheesecake was the best I've ever had. Really? I had no idea you liked it so much. I'm pleased to hear it. So, how long have you guys known each other? About 6 months, right? Yeah, since April. Is that so? For half a year, you two seem real close to each other. That's probably because we spend a lot of time together at work. Oh, right. I totally forgot you two are colleagues. Both of you work in the same department, no? Yep, same department and same position. But since I haven't been there as long as Welkin, he's sort of my supervisor. I see. So you're his little pupil. That's cute. Well, it's something like that, I guess. The lion smirks, grabbing the last vodka shot. I couldn't ask for a better teacher. Whenever I get stuck, I can always count on Welkin to lend me a helping hand. Also, he's super smart. There's not a single problem he couldn't solve. Kegar downs the shot and puts a glass on the table with a sour face. I think you're exaggerating. No, it's true. I really think you're the smartest one in our team. And you do always have my back. I can't even count how many times you saved my ass. Maybe a few, but still, none of that can compare to how you rescued me on the day we met. Ah, yes, I remember that. It was a bit scary though. Now, this sounds like a story I would like to hear. Maybe some other time. Aw, come on, ya buzzkill. I would really like to hear how you two met each other. Yeah, come on, Welkin. I can barely remember anything about what happened back then. Alright. Just let me think for a moment. I don't even know where to start. It was the first day of April and the first time I've ever been late to work. The weather was a nightmare. The trees were swaying and bending madly in the wind, while cold rain completely flooded most of the streets. It was simply impossible to avoid all the heavy traffic and get there on time. When I finally reached the main entrance to the office, my boss called me on the phone. I was sure that I would get scolded for being late, but he had a different reason for contacting me. Due to unforeseen circumstances, my boss was forced to leave on a business trip. As if that wasn't enough, he also said that my other coworker, Cole, just called in sick. Long story short, I was left on my own till the end of the week. Just great. Greeted by grave silence, I took off my raincoat and booted up the computer. I quickly looked through the recent mail and repair requests, but luckily none of the new tasks were urgent. Okay then, first things first, coffee. Sitting quietly in the dim office room and listening to the ticking clock made me feel anxious. It was my first time being on the shift alone. While I didn't mind the silence, the lack of other people made me nervous. I couldn't shake off the disturbing feeling that something bad is going to happen soon. Shit. My heart skipped a beat as the company phone vibrated in my pocket. Luckily, it was just a message from Cole. Flu got me down. See you next week, Lamau. I already know, you lucky bastard. Get well soon. I wish I could stay at home as well. I hate Mondays. How's the new guy? New guy? Oh right, how could I forget? Today's April 1st, a new employee starts working with us today. And exactly at this moment, I heard a quiet knock on the door. Please come in. The door slowly opened and I saw a short, pudgy lion. Water was dripping from the ends of his dense beard, with his wet shirt clung to his chest and round belly. Holding a broken umbrella in one hand and completely soaked messenger bag in the other, he looked like a real mess. Hello, is this the IT help desk? Yes, how can I help you? My name is Kegar. I'll be joining here as a trainee. The lion was speaking in a low voice, almost as if he was whispering. It's nice to meet you. I'm Welkin. Please, come in. Don't stand in the doorway. Right, sorry. Kegar timidly walked in and gently closed the door behind himself. He put down his broken umbrella next to the trash bin, then walked toward me to shake hands. I sincerely apologize for being so late. Don't worry about it. I was a little late too. It's been a while since we had a storm like this. Yeah, I'm soaked to the skin. There should be towels in the bathroom cabinet. Use it to dry off. I'll make you some hot tea in the meantime. That would be great, thank you. The bathroom is at the end of the hallway on the right. Got it. The lion nodded and quickly walked towards the hallway. There's a lot of cardboard boxes here. I said on your right. Oh, right. You said on the right. Silly lion. There's a giant printer here. Dude, that's our boss's office. Oh. Just stay where you are, I'm coming. It's okay, I think I... The sound of falling cardboard boxes. Silly lion indeed. That's much better. Oh, and thank you for the tea. You're welcome. So, is it only the two of us today? Yes, our boss is currently on a business trip, but I'll do my best to introduce you to your new job in this place. Ah, I see. I'm ready to start anytime. Well, in that case, grab a chair and sit next to me. After a brief introduction to the software, under my close guidance, Kegar created his account and logged into the help desk system. What you see now is a list of our current tasks. When an employee encounters a problem, they report it through this channel. We also receive calls directly on our business phones, but it rarely ever happens and only during serious emergencies. Back to the list. Currently there are only 3 tasks to perform. Let's see. Keyboard replacement, how do I print a PDF, and help. The last one sounds pretty serious. Luckily, it's just a repair request for a Java update. You can double-click on the name of the task to view the full description of the problem. Does that mean users can't install applications on their own? That's right. It's all because of the security precautions. Not even CEOs have such privileges, only us, the IT department. Wow, I guess it's a part of our job to make sure that software is safe, huh? And legal. The lion nodded with a pretty serious look on his face. So, what would be the best way to deal with my first task? Basically, all you have to do is to connect to the computer via remote desktop and run the updater with your admin credentials. A puzzled look came across Kegar's face. I'm not familiar with the remote desktop. Could you please show me how it works? Sure, it's a no-brainer. First, we will have to retrieve the user's computer ID from our database. So open the start menu and 10 minutes later. Alright, it's successfully updated. The web pages are now displaying properly. Good work. You can now disconnect from the remote desktop and close the ticket. That was actually pretty fun. Yeah, this is one of the most common requests we get here. What are our other responsibilities? We answer requests from both customers and the company's employees, so there's a huge variety of tasks. The easiest are the ones where you have to replace hardware, install new software, or provide access to locked documents in that database. More advanced tasks would be fixing various problems within the system or software, as well as fixing the hardware itself. What are the hardest then? Probably when you have to deal with a disgruntled colleague or urgent request. I see. Well, at least in my opinion, I'm just bad at handling stress, but that's probably because I'm still new here. Oh? If I may ask, how long have you been working here? 3 or 4 months. Seriously? Only 3 months? And the boss already left you all by yourself on the shift? Desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess. That's really impressive. Honestly, I couldn't imagine myself in such a situation. I'm pretty bad at handling stress too. Don't worry, as long as I'm here, I won't let you fall into the deep end. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Don't mention it. And now, let's get back to the list. After taking care of the remaining tasks, we visited the HR department to complete all the necessary paperwork related to Kegar's employment. Then I took him on a grand tour of our company and introduced him to the most important departments and employees. And this is the last stop on our tour, the warehouse. Whoa, it's so big! Way bigger than it looks from the outside. Yeah, it's easy to get lost in here. As you can see, there are a lot of vehicles here, so be careful where you're going. Pay attention to the yellow lines marking on the ground. They indicate where it's safe to walk. I'll keep that in mind. Alright then, we'll start from the dock area. Stay close. Wilkins, I have a question. Did he just call me Wilkins? Yes, what is it? Well, you said that this is the last stop. Does that mean that there's no cafeteria or restaurant here? The lion gave me a troubled look while grabbing his stomach. Sorry, there's only a vending machine with snacks and coffee. Usually we just order a pizza or... Pizza? Let's order some pizza! The expression on his face was indescribable, but he seemed to be happy. Sure. Suddenly, I felt a vibration in my pocket. A cold shiver ran down my spine as I realized that it was a call on my business phone. I gulped down loudly, stabbing the green phone icon. IT help desk, how can I help? Hello, IT. There's a huge problem with our printer at the delivery sector. Almost every time we try to print, the paper gets jammed. Please do something about it before I smash the damn thing. Shit, we don't have any spare printers at the moment. I don't think I will be able to fix it on my own either. Alright, I'll be there in a moment. I hung up the phone and slipped it into my pocket, letting out a loud sigh. Duty calls? Yeah, this is gonna take a while, so you're free to take a break now if you'd like. No, it's okay. I would rather stick with you if that's not a problem. I gave Kegar a thumbs up, and we walked further between the massive shelvings. Then my phone rang again. IT help desk, how can I help? Good morning, Teresa from the sales department speaking. Mr. Welkin, I've been trying to contact your supervisor, but he seems to be out of reach. My new employee is supposed to get her computer and phone today. Is the hardware ready? When can we expect you? What? This is the first time I've ever heard of such a request. Did the boss arrange something without telling us again? What the hell am I supposed to say to her? There's a serious malfunction at the warehouse at the moment. I promise I'll contact you as soon as I fix it. Please make haste. Miss Lara starts her training at 12 p.m. The call ended on a bit of a sour note. Whoa, who did you talk to? It doesn't matter. You seem to be really upset by that call. Is everything okay? No, nothing is okay, and I honestly don't know what I should do. Perhaps I could be of some assistance? I'm sure there's something that even I could... No, just be quiet and let me think for a minute, okay? My answer was a bit harsh. However, I was very stressed out. As I was trying to gather my thoughts into some semblance of order, the phone rang for the third time. God damn it, what the hell is going on today? I glanced at the screen and almost dropped my jaw seeing the name of the caller. Ahem. Good morning, Mr. Walters. How can I be of assistance? Mr. Collins, I can't log into the AP system. There seems to be a problem with the connection to the database. Error 71. Exception to be. I'm currently in a very important meeting. Please come to my office as soon as possible. I'll be there in a... Mr. Walter hangs up in the middle of my sentence. A cold sweat starts to run down my neck. In one moment, I receive 3 urgent tasks, and I haven't the slightest idea how to handle any of them. There was no spare printers at the warehouse that I could replace at the delivery sector. I was totally clueless about the hardware Miss Teresa was talking about. And the AP system, I didn't know anything about AP system. I never got access there yet. What to do? It was rare for me to engage with such an uncomfortable situation. The overwhelming pressure instantly takes its toll on me. Everything around became blurred, as in a fog, and with every passing second my chest felt tighter and tighter. Wilkins! Suddenly I felt a strong jerk on my arm and my knees buckled. I fell down on the floor as a speeding forklift rushed past right in front of my face. What has just happened? I muttered to myself, laying dazed on the ground. Wilkins! What the blazes? You said it's dangerous to cross the markings, and yet you're walking all over the place, talking on your phone. He looked at me angrily, clenching his fists, but his expression softened momentarily. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell. Are you alright? Can you stand? His hands closed around my arm with a surprisingly strong grip, and he lifted me back up almost effortlessly. You don't look too good, Wilkins. Are you hurt? I shook my head in response. I'm alright, I think. Man, that was a close one. I can't believe I got so careless. Thank you for saving my hide, Kegar. I owe you one. As I gave him a gentle pat on the shoulder, his eyes locked on mine in a warm gaze. Not a problem. It would be a shame if my mentor ended up as a pancake. Hearing his answer, I burst out laughing, and in a single moment, the heavy atmosphere completely vanished. Please stop talking about food. I can feel my stomach rumbling. Well then, what would you say if I ordered some pizza? Sounds good. Just get us the biggest they have, because something tells me it's gonna be a long day. I'm on it. It's been a real crazy day, perhaps the craziest I've had in my entire life. Working under so much pressure wasn't an easy thing for me, but Kegar had my back all the time, and while there wasn't much he could actually do, his constant, cheery pressure truly helped me get through it. Is every day here like this? No, not really. But even if some serious problems happen, we always work together, supporting each other. I see. I wish I could be of more help. You help me more than you think, Kegar. I mean it. The lion puts his hands behind his back and looks away, blushing. I just hope you didn't get discouraged after what you saw today. Well, I won't lie. I'm a bit freaked out. I imagined this work a little differently. But at the same time, I'm very curious about all those tasks you've been doing today. I'm glad to hear it, and don't worry, I'll teach you everything I know. Great. I'm looking forward to working with you, Wilkins. Likewise. Oh, and... by the way, my name is Welkin, not Wilkins. Are you serious? I've been calling you that all day. Why didn't you say anything sooner? Happy April Fool's Day? What? Oh, I can't believe you tricked me like that, you dum-dum. You're the one who came up with it, not me. Okay, you got a point there. I don't mind being called Wilkins, I like it. Nah, Wilkins sounds much nicer in my opinion. You really think so? Yeah, and it's a pretty unique name. I'm a bit curious though, is there a meaning behind it? It's pretty silly actually. How so? As far as I remember, Welkin is supposed to mean the sky or the heaven. The sky, huh? I think it really fits you. What makes you think that? Your eyes, they're azure colored, just like the clear sky on a perfect summer day. His comment left me speechless. Sorry, that was a silly thing for me to say. No, it's fine. That actually was the nicest thing I've heard in a long time. So, thank you. Stop flirting, you two. The cool spring air washed over us as we walked down the empty streets. It felt like it was only minutes left before nightfall. Oh wow, I didn't realize it was so late. The days are still so short. I can hardly wait for summer to begin. Yeah, me too. Sorry for asking you to do overtime on your first day of work. Don't sweat it, I'm glad to have been of use. Plus, the overtime pay. I can give you a lift home if you'd like. It's fine, I don't want to trouble you. Besides, my train will be here in a minute. Are you sure? It's not a problem for me. It's alright, really. Thank you for the offer, though. Hearing the oncoming train, Kegar quickly walked towards me to shake my hand. Thank you for everything. I had a great day and I'm really excited for tomorrow. Same here. We'll make a good team. Thanks again for staying with me all the way. I'm in your debt. See you tomorrow, Kegar. See you tomorrow, Welkin. Have a safe trip back home. The lion shared a smile full of joy, then turned around and started to run to the station. I waved goodbye to him and then went in my own direction. Our long, tough day at work finally comes to an end. Tuesday, day 3, and that's where I'm gonna leave it for today. Okay, so that was day 2. And we got a little backstory-ish kind of thing about how Kegar and the main character met. And as somebody who works in IT, that sounds very familiar. Thankfully I don't have to do a lot of that, or didn't, I should say, because I don't have to. I don't do that anymore. Anyways, but yeah, I wish I still did. So yeah, I'm not a fan of all this flirting that they're doing. Even if it is in character for at least Angus, like that's fine. You know, he can be a little bit of a horn dog and flirt with people. But like all this like colleague flirting, and yes, it's flirting. Don't say it's not flirting. They were flirting. But yeah. That aside, I am more interested in what's going on with the Panther dude, and because I you know me, I like the drama. I like when there's, you know, pots to stir and stuff like that. And obviously his aversion to being in the gay bar was more because he's probably gay or bi. Although this is a furry story, so it's probably that he's gay, not bi. And that all this time that he was with his girlfriend was a lie, and then the girlfriend found out, or he is coming to terms with accepting that, or some stuff like that. So I'm more interested in what's going on there than with the other two at the moment. I kind of feel that Angus is the one that, since he got left in the town that's basically falling apart, he's wanting to party more, or push the envelope more with his friends, because it's like, well, I haven't seen you guys in a while, you know, I want to have fun with you guys, and he's sort of more in the teenage mindset, or in the young adult mindset, I guess is the proper word, even though they're in their 20s, or mid-20s actually. So that's why he's acting like that. It's less of a that's how he is and more of a Arrested Development type of thing, maybe? Or maybe I'm just thinking too hard about his character and why he's behaving this way. I apparently have a certain standard for how characters should behave. He should be behaving differently for his age. I want to talk. Anyways, but yeah. So far so good story. I am interested, and I want to find out what's going on with the characters, at least in their backstories. So we better get some more backstories, eh? But yeah. I'm curious about the main character. Not so much yet. I kind of picture he's more of a placeholder character for the reader, in a way. So maybe that's why I find it adverse when the characters flirt. So it's like, ugh, stop flirting in front of me, ugh. But anyways, so again, comments, write what you think, and who your favorite character is so far, if it changed from day 1 to day 2. And obviously, if you've read the story already, please don't, write spoilers. I'm pretty sure, given that this is an older story, well, not older, but I think it's been around a while. So, like, if you've already read it, don't write anything, okay? Please. No spoilers. This is a spoiler-free zone, unless I accidentally, say something. It's otherwise a spoiler-free zone. But anyways, thank you all for watching / listening. If you would like to play After Years yourself, you can find it over on itch. And you can find a direct link to it by going to the creator's Twitter page, and you can see it on the bottom right. And it will be down in the description, along with a link to their Patreon if you would like to support the project. And you get early builds of After Years if you do. And I guess that's it for now, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.